Thanks for staying with us. We're discussing married women, married men, and the whole works, and see how you can have the best of both worlds. As I said, people always feel that the grass is always greener on the other side. So married women wish they were single, wish that, you know, they should just move on. Single women want to be married, same and vice versa. Having the best of both worlds, how can it be achieved?
Yes, so I think first of all, men need to understand that the woman evolves from time to time. We are constantly changing. And I was listening to something recently which, you know, sort of pricked my spirit. It says that a woman has, in a month, a woman has only 1 week where she's sane. Yes, only 1 week where she's okay. There's no problem. She's sane. Because we're constantly moving from menstruation to ovulation to this to that. And our behaviors and moods are mostly hormonal. The problem we have most of the time is our men have not figured out how to understand which hormone is speaking per time, because it's the hormone that is talking per time. When that phase goes away, you are back, and then another hormone is prepping to come, and you are speaking. So for men who have figured out how to handle that, they find it's easy to sort of give in sometimes. It's not everything you argue about. So a woman says, I need me time, begging you since, I just need to be alone for just some space. I can go to my mother's house or my father's house. I just want to. And you are insisting, what are you looking for? For what? When did that start? You will get into trouble because she is speaking from what she's feeling at the time and the sort of space that she needs to make her feel better. So you must be willing to give that space. And having the best of both worlds is just about having a conversation with your woman to say, okay, so like when I start my own Chris, wait now. I'll come and meet Oga. I'll say, is this one now that is doing me? Is this one that I say, okay, hey, madam. So this one is the new one again. So you have evolved to this one again. Okay, can we do this at so and so time? You know, can you wait a bit so that we'll handle this at so and so time? Then he waits for me. And that's why we have not been having issues. Because
let me pause you for
if he was not that type of person.
Hey, thank you for taking me there.
Yeah,
let me pause you for a second. Because you see, whenever you tell me this, have the conversation, I always... It kind of pushes me the wrong way because
you don't
Nigerian men. Listen, you coach. You coach smarter. Have a conversation. You must talk to your husband. Have a conversation. Trust me. It's not all Nigerian men that can have a conversation. I have met a lot of Nigerian women have tried to find. They'll tell you, find a nice time. When he's in a happy mood, try it. That happy mood will do a 360 for you. Before you know it, he's already shouting away. So it's not every man that you can have a conversation with. And not because he doesn't love you. He loves you to die. But he doesn't want that manipulative approach. You know, sweetheart, and this thing.
So find the conversation that works with him.
Simple.
That's it. If he's not the sort that likes to sit down, there are some people like me, if you say, I would like to talk to you, just know that anything you tell me from now, let's talk to you. Will not block down because I would rather you just come up. Because I just feel that you're putting me under undue pressure. Yeah. So that sort of communication will not work for me. If we're just talking gist and then you slip it in, that's fine. So don't make it a sit down or go into the bedroom conversation. Just make it a... Some people also is when you are having fun and making fun of each other that you slip in something and then my husband will catch you and say, yeah, be me. I think I didn't get that. I got that. Or he will not say anything. Then maybe after a while he'll be like, you think I did not hear when you said, you know, but the moment you do that, I need to have a conversation. So maybe find the way that you can communicate with someone. Our mothers used to say, cook. They say
their best food.
Pound yam. Men used to be pound yam. I think men then were easier. So what's just pound yam for them?
They are good.
They are ready to hear anything. I think it's really finding how.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes. So every man has his key. No matter how difficult you think this man is, another babe go hold on for corner. They do anyhow. You will not be shocked. Is it not this man that was treating me this way?
Yes.
Why is there a change? Because that girl found the key. So any woman who comes to me to say, I really don't know how to get my husband, you don't have his key. Go and find it. Through observation, through prayer, whatever means you need to find that key so that you have it. I have a friend who, all this talking, finding nice time does not work, is when she shouts at the man. The man used to behave, and it works for her. So will I tell her to, please don't be shouting at your husband? No, that's how she gets things done. Exactly. That's what works for the guy. Yeah, so just find that key, understand what works for him. And you can do that through observing how he treats other people and what gets at him. You can find it.
Yeah.
It's just observation. So don't sit down and feel, oh, Bisi can easily talk to her own. And I've tried talking to my own, it's not working. And then you close your shop.
Acknowledge that there's some people that would rather talk to a third party.
Yes.
Someone that they
listen to and respect.
So
Yeah.
you can talk to that.
Okay, let's talk about this midlife crisis for women, you know, because as Miriam said, we don't really talk about it. You know, women just kind of find a way to just wing it, you know, up to their 60, 70, and they just go through life, and people don't even try to understand. I think it was Oprah was saying that nobody told her when she was about approaching menopause what she could have used to stop all the hot flashes and everything. Nobody told her that was she had to find out herself, you know. So because nobody's talking about the changes a woman goes through when she's 40, when you start hitting 40, 45, 50, your body is saying something, and you are now mentally trying to hold on to the babe. We saw Senator Itagiwa. She's still looking how to tomorrow. You know, these women are saying, listen, I'm not good, I don't go grieve. These women are still like, you know what, I'm still young, I'm a babe, I don't care if I'm 70 or 80. I'm there, I'm in town, you know. But you see, it's part of the life crisis that we go through as women. Nobody talks about it.
Do you realize that, or have you noticed that most of the women issue is shrouded in some form of secrecy?
Yeah.
I mean, it starts from menstruation as children, you know, when no one really tells you everything, you know, what to expect. As long as people have always had their menstrual cycle, it's still so very new for the younger generation.
Yes.
We're still learning. You hear that some people don't really even know how to be hygienic during that period. Because everything that concerns a woman, if it's not secrecy, it's shame. We cover it in secret, we cover it in shame. So you're not even meant to feel it. So when you're feeling it, you feel, I must be the only one going through it. And because I'm the only one going through it, something is wrong with me. But thank God for conversations like this. And now people are, you know, we're going to schools, we're talking to people. But this conversation about midlife crisis for women, perimenopause, menopause, those are conversations we need to have. Because we're heading there. And many times when we see women, you know, going through the hot flash, we laugh at them. Like, oh, it can't be me. I'm not going to let myself get there. Because you don't know that it's a natural process. You will get there sometime.
Let me take this call from Diola, calling from Ogba. Good morning, Diola. Ooh, we wanted to get that call.
Before our okay.
So I was just going to say, so now the midlife crisis, right? It's, for me, I feel like I want to know so much about it. I want to understand it so that I'm better prepared. I want to know what it will mean for me physically, what it will mean for me. Is that why I'm constantly still wearing my jeans, you know? Is that socially, does that mean that all of a sudden I'm going to change into this sort of person? And then also, because I have a life partner, and I'm also a mother, what would that mean for my children, raising my children and my goals in life? So I know that one of the symptoms of it is that you now you tend to be a bit more selfish. You're looking for your individuality. You want to be yourself. Okay, I've been a daughter all my years. I've been a wife. I've been a mother. Now it's about me. But how can I do, if I get more information, then I'm able to do it in a healthy way, which what we were talking about, maybe taking time off to be me, myself, will help with that, and I can come back and be fully wife and mother and daughter.
Yeah, so even before the midlife crisis, we always go through certain things in life, and that changes our outlook from time to time. What I would advise women, before you get there, because some of us are approaching, some are already getting to the gates already, is to be aware of yourself. So for the longest time, I never knew how I used to react when I'm in my flow. Right?
PMS.
Yes, I never knew. It took me to start paying attention, looking at my calendar, and I started noticing that when the days are coming, I get very cranky. I'm snapping at everybody. I'm quarreling a lot. And when I paid attention for a 3-month stretch, I was able to see the pattern. So that period, I usually get into trouble with my husband because he would just be playing with me and I'm snapping. And I don't understand why I'm snapping. And it's like, what have I done? I say, honestly, I've not done anything. I just don't know why I snapped, you know? So when I now paid attention, I had a conversation with him. I said, please, in a few days' time, I will be grouchy and snappy. Can you kindly avoid me this period? They say, what is happening? I said, this is it. This is what I've noticed over time. I was able to show him that calendar. And so now he's prepared for it. But fortunately for me yesterday, it's changing again. For a few months now, I have not been snappy, cranky, and fighting people, but I've been having cravings, right? Seriously. So once I start shouting, ice cream, or this one, or that one, or he's like, okay, oh, okay. And everybody just stays clear of my path. Because we will keep changing. And with menopause, it becomes worse. Your body is going through that, what would they call it now? Your hormonal changes are becoming more intense.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a pattern of understanding, studying, trying to, you know, take up some good habits that will help you, you may crack at that time. And that's why you just wake up one day, somebody has shaved off his head and doesn't understand why she did that.
So a lot of women, I mean, are in that phase. And as I said, as Mariam has said, we don't talk about these things. So people just seem to bear it alone. And the more, and I would really like to hear from women this morning, you know, maybe we should even focus this conversation on women and their changes, because the reason why we thought of me time was that when we were discussing yesterday, just felt maybe if we take out from this thing called marriage and find ourselves and rejuvenate, maybe people will be better. But Mariam is saying, hey, maybe it might be midlife crisis. So it's possible. I would really like to go on a break now. When we come back, the numbers on your screen, 081-270-53687, 091-390-76948. A tweet to that TVCconnect. Please hashtag your view TVC so we can read your tweets. Do you have any comments on social media?
Yes, Lega Ibrahim says, intermittent breaks are marital refreshing and restructuring process and strategies. Okay, but you need money, i.e. marital lubricant, to be able to enjoy it. After such separation, both parties get refreshed with better ideas, energy, new love, and marital fantasies that will further fuel the union.
I don't think you need money. So you can go to your mother's house.
Yeah.
It's not a vacation. No. It's away.
Just
so you go to your parents' house, your friend's house. I'm just there. Your phone's family, everybody out of my way. I'm hanging out with my girls. It's not money. This is just time for you to say, I am just busy today.